a garden party. Potatoes, yellow squash, bush beans, pole beans. These are ready for strawberries. My strawberries are sending runners right now. This is the Beef Master that produced an 11.2 pound, no, ounce, 11.2 ounces of tomato, one tomato, and it produces tea because it had holes in the bottom of it from previous years. We have cucumbers, new cucumbers here, and a celery down here. You'll see the other celery in just a moment, and they're huge, and that one not so much, so I moved it. Got cherry tomatoes here. I grew those from seeds from Dollar General. This one's also cherry tomatoes. Then I have, oh gosh, I think it's like San Mateo or something tomatoes here. And I just have some ripening down. One fell. I have some yellow crooknecks. Actually, they're going to be straight neck. Yellow squash. And another San Mateo. And down there, that is bee balm. So we go down my little path here. We've got a little bit of sun coming in here, but the palm tree is taking care of it. So here's another Beef Master, and it is plentiful, full of tomatoes. And then I have tomatoes coming for the next harvest. And I found out that if you shake the tomato where it has blossoms, that it can pollinate itself. I don't remember what kind this one is. And I don't think it's had a tomato on it yet. Oh, it's got a tomato. It's got one in there. Got some in there. I don't know what it is though. And no tag in it. So yeah, so there's those. It's leaning. Also in totes, on a chair. And this is my fake tree that I put out so that the birds would have a place to stop and check the area before they landed in their water. So I have 4 champion tomatoes, also in containers. They, oh my gosh, they are delicious. They have been plentiful. You can see some red ones in there. That one's for the squirrels. They've been eating that one. And I have more, and I have blossoms on the top. And so we'll be shaking those so we get more. I have down here, this is where I seem to see a lot of the bees come to this watering place. I have lantana and lavender and marigolds. And before everything grew big, this is a zucchini. And over here we have 2 more of the yellow squash. Oh, you saw that side with the San Mateo. Okay. This one's ready for something. Another zucchini, and it has a zucchini down in there. This is the other place the bees like. I planted some gladiolas in there. They have not bloomed yet. I'm waiting. My dad liked gladiolas, so I planted some gladiolas. These are onions that I still need to plant. And here's another champion. And another champion. and another zucchini. And now you can see the zucchinis are in those long pots. They're buried about 1.5 inches into the ground. The tomatoes are in 5-gallon pots, the 4 champion tomatoes. I chose to do tubs here in the desert and pots, because you can control the water, you can control the soil, and you know that they are getting water. So yeah, so here we have this. We have one of the hummingbird feeders. I have 6 hummingbird feeders now on the property here. So come down here and turn around and let you get a look. So we've come down the path. Over here, there's the bee balm. And then I have 2 zucchini in these pots here. And this pot actually has 2 plants in it. And it has done really, really well. And I have a pretty good sized zucchini there. Looks like we're going to be having some zucchini bread or something. I am so excited. I have poblano chilies. Look at them. So they are very happy to have this shade today. And then I have runner beans behind our pole beans. And I have cucumbers. So cucumbers and beans like to be together. So there's in the bottom pot, the brick pot. So see the brick planter. There's beans and cucumbers. Then the peppers are sitting in there, and they are doing really, really well. Have another tomato here. This one is like the one on the end that I don't know what it is. So, but it has tomatoes, and it had blossom end rot, and I added some eggshells that I ground in the coffee grinder, since we don't grind our coffee with the coffee grinder. They did real well. So I had some peas, and I planted them in here with this cherry tomato, also from seeds. And they all were very happy together. The peas are done now, and then yesterday I noticed we have another pea plant starting to grow. This is lemon balm. Over here I have oregano and lemon thyme. My chocolate mint did not make it. And then I have another mint. I have a tomatillo, and somewhere on that tomatillo I think I have another big hornworm, because I saw droppings. I got one yesterday off of it. Check out that cucumber. Check out the cucumber. This is Armenian cucumbers. They are delicious. They grow huge, as you can see. I don't usually let them get that big and fat. There's another one there. So I have, these are planted in my husband's dad's wheelbarrow, and then I made this bamboo thing. So they're planted in his dad's wheelbarrow. There's strawberries in there, in my mom's strawberry planter, and they are going crazy. They are sending runners like crazy. So, and there's beans in there, and cucumbers, and strawberries. They all like each other. There's an Armenian cucumber. Look at that. I didn't even know that one was there. I didn't know that one was there. That's so cool. And we like these. I'll just refrigerate them, cut them up, and we'll have them as a snack. They're really, really good. We like them. So here I have pepper plant, and I have basil, and as of today it thinks it wants to go to flower. We're gonna have to fix that. So this is a Bing cherry patio tomato plant. It's amazing. I highly recommend these. Okay, the cat has something over here. We're going to check this out. Okay, false alarm. So we have a bird bath here. And then I also added cucumbers on this side, and I was having trouble getting this one to this side to stand up, so I let it go over and connect to the other side. So there's that. Then down below we have another tomatillo. There's midnight, and we have some beans and cucumbers down there. We have strawberries in here. There's my little corn garden. I was late with the corn, but oh well. Back here, another yellow crookneck squash or straight neck squash. I planted the seeds from a cantaloupe and they came up. I have to thin those out. This is one more row of corn and some watermelon. Over there, I have some more cucumbers and beans. Our August and September is usually pretty hot, so I decided that I would plant that batch of cucumbers over here. These are steps that were made using the form that was my grandfather's, my Bompy. That was his form, and we have made 3 steps out of it so far. So they are right here in my garden. Another beans and cucumbers, and then you can see this is the cucumbers. And I'm so excited my fountain is actually working while we're out here. I built this fountain last weekend, and it is my mom's copper teapot. And oh, there goes one of the big airplanes. My mom's copper teapot, and that black square planter, I got it at Walmart, and I put it in this big container because it had giant holes in the bottom of it. So I planted it, and it is so fun, and it is on it's solar. So the solar for that is over there, and we get it most of the day, but here in a few minutes it will stop for a while, which it's the hottest time of the day. I'm not usually out here at the hottest time of the day. So, and you might have recognized I have some asparagus over here, and yes, I have some flowers, and that is what I have planted. Oh, I do have another cantaloupe over where the cat was. There's a cantaloupe and some more cucumbers over here. Oh, it was a helicopter, big helicopter. So cantaloupe and and they'll grow up here. And then in here I have 2 watermelon. And then I did just plant. Look it, oh my gosh, my artichoke finally went to seed. Do you see that? That's an artichoke seed in there. I'm so excited. I need to call Marcy. Let her know we have artichoke seeds. We've been waiting. So the artichoke finished blooming like 2 months ago, or finished having artichokes, and the last artichokes were so small, and I was like, well, I'm just going to let them flower and I'll use it for Halloween. And then I was told that when it does that, those are artichoke seeds. So there you go. We'll be planting those. Artichokes take a few years before you get artichokes, but that's okay. So next I have our little lean-to bean pole thing, and the 2 wooden things came from Pat and Tao when they moved. They gave them to me, and so I put them upside down and have them come up together at the top and have the beans growing on that. Then in here we have celery. There's some cabbage. Ooh, I need to cover the cabbage. Today we're okay. We're only going to be like 105, and they'll be in shade by the time it's 105. And I have some Brussels sprouts back there. So they're all in this raised container bed. So, and there's the beautiful pathway and my gypsy my gypsy tent here to keep everything shaded, because we're expecting somewhere between 105 and 109 for the next week. So I do have a lot of work to do on the rest of the yard, but this is taking up a lot of the time. Sure is a lot of fun. I hope you enjoyed this little tour, and I have to go and actually pick all the vegetables and figure out what I'm going to do with them all. Have an amazing day. Bye. Bye-bye.